Hello from California. This is Sandy from Messy Paper Crafts, your #1 online store with the most exciting crafting items. And welcome to this week's episode of What's in This Box. And today I have an exciting new release for you because we have the new stamps from Aall and Create. And they have also a new designer on board. So let's get that out. All right, so as you can see, we have this amazing release here by Aall and Create and fantastic different looks. But let's start first with this new designer that I just promised you in the intro. So this is Dominic Phillips, and yeah, the design is very interesting. So I'm very glad that Aall and Create decided to get him on board because it's almost, a little bit surreal. So let's start with this big stamp set here. So this is A4 and it's called Dreamy Moon. And as you can see, this name really fits to the design. So we have this kind of night sky here with to the moon and back. Look at the stars, they're like pieces of art. And then of course we have this moon. And it's a little bit like Tim Burton or maybe Jim Henderson, because it reminds me of this kind of abstract artist, like, if you ever watched as a child The Labyrinth with David Bowie. It's a bit, abstract and surreal and a little quirky at the same time, but also somewhat whimsical and dreamy. So, just very interesting overall. So this is what the stamp looks like in real life. So as you can see, there's a very interesting variety here. So we have these smaller ones that you could definitely use for like a card or for a smaller journal and so on. But then we also have this very big design, and this might be great for like a canvas that you create, or maybe like a bigger frame, or maybe you have one of those big art journals. Or of course, you can also use just pieces of it, so you don't really have to ink up the whole stamp. And it's really cute because if you look close, I think it's like a cat that's hidden in here, or maybe an owl, but I would think it's a cat. And I just think it's so whimsical and just, very fantasy like. I think it's great. So this is the first one that we have new in the line. And let's talk about the second one here. So similar-ish in style. So this one is called Magical Realm. And again, just very, fantasy and a little bit maybe darker, because it almost looks like a claw. And then you have this moon, but then at the same time it says magic is something you make. So I guess it really depends how you would color it in. So it could be kind of fairy tale and dreamy, but it also could be great for like Halloween, or maybe just a little bit, like a more mysterious card, or any kind of art piece that you have in mind. So this one here says, you are made of stardust and wishes and magical things. And I think this is really beautiful. So again, I really think it's versatile because it depends how you want to use it. It could be very dreamy, or it could also be a bit darker. So I think this is pretty cool. And here, that's what it looks on the back. So once again, you can see that these are great for anything really. They're really good for a smaller card or a smaller journal. And then again, you have this bigger one here, and this would make a really great focal point for like a canvas or like a bigger frame. So really, really interesting, I have to say. A great artist. And then we also have the smaller one here. So this is A5 and it's called Hearty Home. And as you can see, this is all home related. And I love this because when I started to create cards, I had a friend that moved to another state, and I really wanted to create something like, congratulations to your new home or something like that. And it was actually very difficult to find stamps or dies for it. So anything that has this kind of love makes a home, or the home is where the heart is, things like that, I think are really nice to have, because that's always nice if you just moved somewhere and you're new to the area, and then you get a nice card from your friend from where you lived before. I don't know, I just love this kind of idea. And again, here it's now a little bit smaller. So if you don't really know what to do with these bigger stamps, I mean, probably personally, I would still get this for the smaller ones because you can use them definitely. The bigger ones kind of obviously depends. But here you see this is perfect for any size really. So this is really great as the focal point as well for a card. And I also love this one here. Home is where you hang your heart. So this is basically what you can hang, and then the stamp would fit well here as well. So I just think it's so cute. And yeah, once again, a little bit darker, could be mysterious, also like for Halloween, but could also be kind of whimsical. Or I also kind of feel like if you have Lavinia stamps who have these kind of silhouette animals where you can create these magical forest themes, then that also would work well together. So I just think it's interesting. Yeah, a whole new style. So that's a new artist. For now, I hope that they bring out more interesting things with him. And now let's talk about somebody who we already know for a long time. So we have also new stamps by Janet Klein, and these are now Christmas related. And yeah, as you can see, cats. And as you maybe know already, I love cats. So anything in this kind of style, this comical style, I just think is so adorable. So here we have this stamp which is called Light It Up, and it's A7. And here we have this cat with hot cocoa. So here you can also read hot cocoa. And then here we have this cat that's somewhat entangled with the Christmas lights. And I just think this is so cute. And then we have another one here where it says Whiskers in Wonderland. And the stamp set is called Whiskers. And here we just have them in different clothing. So here, just like a scarf and a sweatshirt. And then here we have the Santa Claus hat and this cat. And this is just so cute. And then we have one more by Janet Klein. And if you know the other stamps, which are called D, this is like this really quirky looking woman that they designed, like a little bit of a grumpy older woman. These are D quips. So here we have different sentiments that are a little bit snarky, like I used to be a people person, but people ruined me, or can I at least give you an awkward hug, or just nah. So I thought this is really funny to have because you might have different stamps where this would fit already. Like I also have a collection which is called Oddballs by Stamping Bella, who are also a little bit weird. So sometimes you might just need a more quirky or snarky sentiment than just your everyday motivational sentiment. So I think this is pretty fun. And I just love this also like for an art journal, like if you write anyone interested in more drama or today's mood cranky with a touch of psycho. So I thought this is fun to have. So hopefully this might be something for you if you like it a little bit more quirky. And now let's talk about this designer. So here's a whole new release by Tracy Evans. And as I said last time, I just love all these designs because there are always great flowers by Tracy Evans. And I always think you can never have enough flowers for some reason. At least I cannot. I just think these are always amazing because they're not like your typical boring flower. I find that Aall and Create, anything they do, it's always this mixed media style. So here we have this really cool scribbled look with the flowers, or here it's kind of like a printed, kind of like a typewriter background with this flower, and it says elegant and stamps, and this is actually what it's called, elegant stamps. And I just really love all of these different designs, and this is what it looks from the back. So again, as you can see, they make really nice card fronts, or maybe even for a slimline card this might work as well. So very cool. Actually here I don't think I've shown you the size. So this is the size from those guys. So pretty cute. And next one up in this A5 size is this one. So this is called Geometric Butterflies. And yeah, I think this is once again the correct name for these ones because they're again kind of a little bit industrial or maybe even a bit steampunk. But again, they have these really great shapes. And of course, here's a butterfly. And here also like smaller butterflies and then these letters. And again, a really great mixed media look. So here's a bag. These are a little bit bigger. So yeah, I always think these are fascinating, how they come up with all these different designs. And yeah, just very versatile in my opinion. And next one up in the same kind of look is this one here. So more butterflies. And this one is called Temporal. And again, a little bit, yeah, steampunk-ish, I would say. So this is just one stamp here. And again, this would make a really nice card front. So here you could probably stamp the whole thing. Let me just compare this in size so you get an idea. But yeah, I think it's really cool because here you can just stamp the whole stamp as one and then again stamp it and just cut out different elements and just layer them on top to make it more different or more unique. So yeah, I think this is really, really cool. All right, and the next one up, where I still think it's a little bit, yeah, in this industrial or quirky mixed media vibe, is this one. And this is called Round Digits. And it's again one stamp, really cool size again. I just love everything with numbers. I just always think it makes it very interesting if you're into mixed media, like art journaling or something, where you just need texture. Or, of course, you can also just stamp this down and you could emboss it and then color it. And then you have kind of like a resist technique. I mean, really, really cool. I always think it's great to have these interesting things in the background and then you can just add on top. And this one here, that's actually not from the new release. That's a little bit older. But I just ordered a lot more Aall and Create stamps actually to have more in stock. And then somehow this came across my table. And I thought I show this to you as well because it kind of would fit in the same line here. It has a little bit of the same style. So if you're looking for a smaller version of something similar-ish, then I thought maybe this is interesting for you as well. So this is called 123s. And again, has just this really interesting texture for your background. And then here's a really cool one. This is called Power of the Word. And I love this one because here, once again, this is just one stamp. So it's kind of like these other background stamps. But obviously here that's awesome because you can just stamp the whole one down and then you can cut out all of these different sentiments. So it says believe, dream, art, or be true to you, hope, embrace, joy, create your own happiness, you are enough, trust your journey, dance in the rain, live each moment, chase your dreams, anything is possible. And I just love this. I mean, this is really power of the word. It's just very motivational and probably kind of the opposite to this one. So here you have the snarky version and here you have the motivational version. And I just love this one, especially Dance in the Rain. I don't know why, but I somehow love creating cards that have something to do with rain. And I just think it's, yeah, perfect for cards like that. Very motivational or inspirational, very nice. And then one last stamp by Tracy Evans in this release is this one, and that's Tickets. And if you have seen maybe the last recording where I was talking about Ciao Bella and their new release, I also mentioned that I ordered a lot of new stamps from Ciao Bella, and they were all tickets, and they were all like a bit bigger and just different. And I said I love tickets. I think they're always great to have for background or journal. And here we have now a smaller version of more tickets. And here you can see how cute these ones are. So if you need bigger tickets, then I would recommend Ciao Bella. And if you need these smaller ones, then these are perfect by Aall and Create. So all different things, really depending on the sizes you need or the style you're after. I love this. It's every time the same with Aall and Create. They have always these whole different looks that always blow me away. So I just think it's amazing. And now let's talk about Bipasha Bk. So this is her new release. And this one is called Dreams That Blossom. And yeah, once again, that makes sense. We have these beautiful flowers here. And not too small, not too big. So I think these are pretty cool. I love all these scribbled looks. really, really pretty. Then we have another sentiment kind of style here, this time by Bipasha. And that's again a little bit more motivational. So we have, for example, mindset is everything, beautiful beginnings, the best is yet to come. Or I love this one. This is fight for your fairy tale, squeeze a day, and be wild for a while. Tomorrow needs you, shoes to shine. So yeah, very, very cute, motivational and inspirational little sentiments, but a very different look. So here it's more like the typewriter look. So this is kind of more the traditional journal look, I would say, or maybe for a card. And here it's a little bit more whimsical and mixed media because we have all these sentiments in this layover. And that really makes sense for the style of Bipasha because as you can see here she actually uses this. So it's basically the flower and then also with a little sentiment here. So if you imagine you would buy this one, for example, whoops, and then wanted to combine this with something, then this would really fit perfectly together. So this one is called Visiting the Flowers, and this is a 5. And as you can see, we have this beautiful bee scene here, or this dragonfly, and then some insects here. And this is really beautiful. And this is what it looks from the back. So as you can see, very good sizes for anything really. Could be a card front or maybe for your journal or scrapbooking. So I think these are really, really nice. And then last but not least, we have another A4. And again, so amazing. I just love all of these different styles that come together. So we have the scribbled look, but then we have this kind of typewriter or newsletter look, and then these clocks or like these different elements, and they're a little bit steampunk, but also a bit whimsical. I just think they're so beautiful. And as you can see, they are really nice in size. They're not as big as this one. So this really is great for like a bigger canvas or, just bigger art journal piece. And here we have, different sizes really. So just so that you can compare that. It really depends, if you want to create smaller art projects or bigger ones, every crafter is different in this respect. So I just think this is all beautiful. I love it. So let me know what you think. As per usual, I'm blown away with all of these different looks and styles. And I'm very intrigued by this new designer, kind of looking forward already of all these new things that hopefully will be designed in the future as well. And as per usual, I love all of these different flowers and motifs here by Tracy. I love all the butterflies. And of course, I can never have enough cats. So I just think these are so adorable. I mean, this one is probably my favorite here with a little hot cocoa, hot chocolate. I just think it's so adorable, really, really cute. So that's it for me today. And remember, no stressy, be messy and have fun. See you next time.